Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is December 5th, 2020. It's already December, what the heck? Yeah, it's a Thursday, you know what that means? Monster Strike News. And this time I do have my mic working this time. I apologize for that last time. Uh, it, I swear I thought I double checked everything, but, plugging things in, there's no excuse, but sorry. Anyways, without further ado, let's get going. There's not too much today, but there are some interesting stuff to talk about, so we want to make sure you don't miss out on them. First, we are getting a new Guardian Beast. We're getting Christine here as a new Guardian Beast. She's the character that's next to Phantom, that gotcha character. So cool to see another character coming into the mix, and this one's actually an interesting one to pick up. She is going to be able to speed up your monsters. At level 1, it's only 100% speed boost, but once you get to level 10, it is 1,000% speed boost. That is not a typo. It is 1,000%. Which I sort of laughed when I saw, but that's going to be an interesting concept to see, because it's kind of hard to gauge what a speed boost is actually. You don't actually see that numerically in any way, so it's all about feeling. So we'll have to really see how much faster she feels, when her character gives that 1,000% boost to whoever uses her ability. Requirements here is also very, very, very easy. You have to hit all walls twice. That's going to be super simple. So it's not like she's going to be, walled out of any stage, right? Any stage is going to be possible with her. So just how strong is a 1,000% boost in speed? We'll just have to try and see. She will be making her debut on the 11th, noon Japan time. Alright, we are getting a new version. 29.1 will be coming on the 11th of December, and we will have, of course, our usual 6-hour maintenance there. So let's take a look at what's coming here. They only showed a very small preview on the news. I did check online. We'll talk about some of the smaller things that they were adding there. But one of the bigger ones, and Shiro seemed really excited about this, was that they were going to, right now, if you look in the library, when you try to sort those quests by the luck of the monsters you have, it would only show the highest monster that you have. Now it will show you the total luck that you have. And why is that important? Because some people actually farm multiple copies of max lucks of the characters, and this will make it easier to see your progress on that, right? So you'll be able to see like 187, right? You're close to your second max luck. Or 297, right? That's going to be much closer to your third, and it'll be organized in that way, which I guess if that's something you care about, it's going to be super helpful. Obviously I don't do anything with higher level difficulties in terms of farming, but for those of you who do, this is probably great. Also, speaking of the library, there will be some additions to some of these quests. We've got the ever sneaky, or not sneaky, annoying Monspot quests. These were always co-op only, and they only showed up on the Monspot feature, which of course is not available to us outside of Japan. So if you haven't been able to go to Japan and you didn't have a friend with you or a second phone with you to play those quests, because nobody's hosting those quests anymore in Japan, you could never do it. It was just literally impossible. So for those of you who are out of Japan, you can now actually take on these stages. There's nothing interesting about them, nothing good about the characters you drop, but I guess you can get the clear orbs, and that's nice. Also note there is a message at the very bottom of the screen that says that the quests will now not show up on the Monspots anymore, which is probably a good thing because nobody cares about them anymore. And you can see some more series will be added to the library. More Gozetsu, Bakuzetsu, and Chozetsu quests will be added to the library, which is always good for easy access. And then that's it that they talked about for the update on news. There are some quality of life updates with how you're changing teams or updating your teams. The buttons have changed a little bit. One interesting that really caught my eye is that you will be able to sort by luck now. Not luck, sorry, speed. Your strike shot turns, right? So if you wanted a 4-turn strike shot, an 8-turn strike shot, something like that, you can actually now sort by that, which I think is actually going to be quite useful. So we'll see what other interesting things come up, and you'll be able to see that on the rundown video after the update falls on that Monday morning for us in the States. Let's move on to the next one, because every December this always happens to tempt your orbs. We are getting a new Geki Jushinsai exclusive. Vanitas will be our next exclusive here. She is of the wood flavor here, and she is actually voiced by the late Tanaka Atsuko. She passed away in August, unfortunately, but looks like, they were able to get the recordings done ahead of time, and this actually might be one of her last pieces of art that she performs for us. So I saw a lot of heartful messages on Twitter, when people saw that this was her voice. So yeah, I mean, always sad to hear about that, but she looks like a great character. The art looks great, and well, let's take a look at her kit as well, as she is an exclusive for the Geki Jushinsai. She is going to have two forms available. The first form here is the Demon Hunter form, and she has Minesweeper, Anti-Transport Wall, All Element Killer, and Weak Point Killer. On the gauge, she has Anti-Block and Low Enemy Count Inter Strength. Which of course means the less enemies that are on screen, the more damage that will she'll activate that damage boost after that threshold. Strike Shot is speed and power up and reveals all hit enemies' weak points for a set amount of turns. Bump combos, you've got the Pierce Target Lock on Shockwave 8 and the Bound Charge. Not bad. I mean, obviously you're seeing the All Element Killer and Weak Point Killer with bump combos that contribute to pointing to the weak point. Could point. The Strike Shot helps you with that, and the bump combos will help you cross that as well. Sorry, I'm still tired. Form number 2, the hollowed form here. I think they were saying that like she has a balance between her human and demon form, and then the demon form has taken over. Pretty cool. And this is going to be the interesting one for sure. Pierce, Demon Power, Anti-Magic Circle, Weak Point Killer EL, Null Element Resist M, Water Element Resist M. On the gauge, Anti-Block, Super Anti-Speed and Wall, and Strike Shot Turn Boost. Strike Shot Speed Power Up, and all touch friendlies get Bubbly Mode for a set amount of turns. And her bump combo is Auto Javelin Burst with the Pierce Target Lock on Shockwave 8. And she looks like she is going to be the one that maybe topples over the Gardens. I believe they were saying 5. So I remember Shiro just being really excited for this. The moment he saw, I think it was the Null Element Resist, he was like, oh, this is already good enough. And then she has the Auto Javelin Burst as well as Bubbly Mode for her Strike Shot, which made him even more excited for this. So, this form of Vanitas is probably somebody you want on your team if you are taking on the Gardens, which I am still struggling with, and it's hard to get the motivation for. I don't even think I finished the regular castle to even get the rewards. So it's just, anyways, don't forget that the discount tickets are available if you complete the missions, posting on your SNS, and playing certain the co-op stages through the search, and I think using the travel bell. You can get these tickets, which allows you to pull on this gacha for 10 less orbs for a temple. The Geki Jushinsai will start on the 7th, a little bit earlier, but will last until the 10th. Make sure you don't miss out, and you'll be able to see my gacha video on that for sure. It'll, of course, depend on which day is the best. Hopefully I can catch some of the other exclusives that I'm still missing, but we'll see which day is best for me. And of course, with any exclusive, we have alternate Strike Shot voices available on Monster Strike Day. This will be available on the 10th, 20th, and 30th for Vanitas here, so don't miss out on that, especially if you're a fan of Tanaka Atsuko. And of course, speaking of Monster Strike Day, that's only a few days away. The 10th will be Monster Strike Day. You'll be able to pick up a Tokudama for the current Alpha Gacha, and of course, you get a Waku Waku stick. Don't really need the continuumens, I think, but 2 tickets for the what was it, EXP, or was it the, I forget what it is. No, I think it's a temple, right? Yeah, it's a temple. So if you need that, go for it. And then we go for the Jushinka Kais for this week. We've got Tomoe Gozen as our first Demi-Hume Super Balance as a balance type. We've got Super Anti-Warp, Minesweeper M, Water Element Resist, Wall Strike Shot Turn Reducer. On the Connect skill, you've got Super Anti-Gravity Barrier and Wall Element Killer. Requirements there: 2 or more non-Demi-Humes, or your team luck is 100 or more. Strike Shot is speed and power up, and you're invincible for a set amount of turns. Bump combo, you got Chozetsu Pierce Spread EL5 and a Chozetsu Pierce Homing 18. Not sure I saw anybody too excited about her, but we'll see if she has any place in the game. And our second Jushinka Kai for this week is Minamoto no Yorimitsu here in the Dark Element. He is going to be a Samurai Super Balance Bounce type with Super Anti-Warp, Super Anti-Speed Downwell, and Gauge Multiplier Retainment. Gauge, of course, when you see that ability, is Anti-Block. Connect skill, we've got 3 here. Anti-Magic Circle with Vivalith Killer EL and Demon Mancer. What was it? Demon's Bane, right? Killer EL, and that is the Mafuji in Japanese. Requirements here are 2 or more non-samurai class monsters or 2 or more pierce monsters on your team. Strike Shot is creating many explosions in a, I think it said wide area in front of the monster. And the Bump combo, you've got the Pierce Target Lock on Shockwave 8 with Super Shiny Biller as his other Bump combo. So those are your your Jushinka Kais for the week. They of course will release on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Japan time. 8 p.m? Noon Japan time. If you're interested in the manga that they were having for Monster Strike, there is part 2 available starting on the 6th. And there's also going to be some line stamps to go with that. So if that's something you're interested, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Usually I skip the merch stuff, but I thought that was interesting. And then that's it. We'll wrap up with the calendar. Of course, we have the new Gozetsu coming tomorrow. So if you're willing to stay up late for that, don't forget about that. You should also be able to see the older Christmas scotches available. That'll be up until midday, the 7th of December. And then, of course, once that ends, we will transition into the Geki Jushinsai, where Vanitas is going to be available. So don't miss out on that. And then on the 10th is when you get those Jushinka Kais available, followed by the new Guardian Beast starting on the 11th, which should be after the update maintenance happens. So don't forget about that. What else? Oh yeah, and the daily upgrade gacha, hopefully you haven't forgotten to log in. You will be able to get your first opportunity to pull on the 10th. But remember, if you missed a day, just be patient. You have plenty of time to catch up. Do not pull early until you have maxed it out. And yeah, I think that's all that's really important. So next news is the same time as usual, the 12th, 12/12 on next Thursday. And is that it? I think that's it. Here's our lucky monsters. Hopefully you have at least 3 to get the max rewards you can for these characters. And that is it. So if you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and subscribing below. Monst on Twitter/X has all of these slides available for you to take a look at any time. And then yeah, the Discord channel, link to the description is in the description below. Do consider taking a look into the server. That is it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.